Today we will be listening to a detailed audio description of the piece Seated Dress with Impression of Drapery by Karen LaMonte. This piece is cast, sandblasted, and acid-etched glass, and is currently on view in Gallery 126, illuminated by windows. Karen LaMonte graduated from the Rhode Island School of Design, or RISD. She also traveled to Prague on a Fulbright scholarship to work in the world-class Czech glass casting workshops. During her Fulbright year, she made her first life-size work. LaMonte is known for her life-size glass sculptures of garments that simultaneously present the intricacy and beauty of the garment as well as the female body that once wore it. Her detailed and evocative work explores the idea of what it means to be feminine, the play of presence and absence, and the relationship between our natural skin and our social skin, or clothing. LaMonte's complex, multi-step process requires her to make two separate molds in preparation for casting her glass sculptures. A mold of the nude figure that will ultimately wear the garment, and another of the garment when worn on that figure. In Seated Dress with Impression of Drapery, LaMonte posed an older female model in a seated position with her hands in her lap. A plaster mold was taken of her body and then used to create a wax body that LaMonte dressed with a floor-length dress and drapery. The artist filled the woman's hands with fabric until the fabric ran over and fell to the ground. Her reason for doing so, she explains, was to convey a feeling of loss, the idea that something was slipping away. This piece is approximately 48 inches tall and 29 inches wide. As is typical of LaMonte's work, this piece looks to be a seated woman, except the woman is missing. All that is left is her flowing dress in pale, translucent glass that keeps the entire piece one color. Starting from the top of the piece, the dress is sleeveless with what looks to be a heavy scarf. The scarf has many folds around the neckline, and the two ends of the scarf flow down the back of the shoulders. One end flows around the hips and onto the lap, creating a large grouping of fabric, full of folds, which bunch right in the middle of the lap. The end of the scarf then waterfalls down the right-hand side of the body and collects in a small puddle of what is left of the fabric on the floor. Directly below the neck, the dress appears to be flowing. Then there is a clear line at the waist, where the two pieces of glass come together. Directly below that line is where the individual looks to be sitting, knees spread apart and jutting out at the viewer. As you continue down the lap, although all one color, the bunch of fabric from the scarf does look separate from the dress, which hangs loosely between the knees of the seated individual. The loose fabric runs down from the knees to an even line on the floor. There is no room for the sitter's feet. They appear to be hidden behind the large swath of the flowing dress she is wearing. Along the bottom, further evidence of the material is seen, as there are distinct bubbles throughout the glass. This dress looks to be formal, especially with the scarf, although the seated position is very informal. What are some of your favorite outfits you have worn to an occasion out? Can you feel the fabric between your fingers? Was it smooth and soft or rough? Be sure to check back every Sunday for a detailed audio description of a piece from the Cincinnati Art Museum's permanent collection.